Hello everyone. This is going to unfortunately be probably the final time this disco is on the channel. The vehicle that started the whole channel, it's kind of end of its life, I think. Well, probably not end of its life in reality, but for me, time and effort and all that stuff to get it back to where it needs to be, it's just not worth it. So, what's the issue? As you've seen in that last video, the exhaust crossover pipe, it's basically defeated me. Well, not so much defeated me, but the effort that's going to take to fix it, and if something goes wrong, like snap bolt studs and whatnot in the exhaust manifold, it's just going to be, in the current facilities with body on, it's probably going to be near on impossible to sort properly, and that's just the sad reality of it, to be honest. Once I'd done that job, I was planning to sell this vehicle anyway, and at the moment, current market for Disco 3s, especially a 2005 with 440,000 Ks on it, is probably not that good anyway. You know, let's be honest, this thing is, well, let's have a look at the, I'm just having a look at the paint job. She's pretty scratched up. Yeah, so it's got some good bits on, like the Kmart rear bar. Yeah, bit of a ding there. Yeah, scratch down the side, dents on the corners. Bonnet's pretty well faded. The clear coat's pretty much stuffed. You got bits of paint missing up the top. Roof rack on it's good. ARB front bar. Front grille doesn't really hold itself in real well. Hood liner is pretty well buggered. Yeah, lots of wear in the back, like all these pockets are kind of hanging on by a thread. That's grubby. Yeah, 10 years of my ownership with kids in there destroying it in a way, because, well, they're just kids and they don't really care. And to be honest, like, we've just used it as a vehicle, just travelled around everywhere, done a lot of Ks with it. Been generally pretty happy, but you know, just recent years, we've had a few little things that have gone wrong, and you start to get to the point where it's like, well, it's getting the reliability, predictability is, it's getting a bit hit and miss, to be honest, and I don't want to have this leaving us stranded anywhere, especially when towing the camper. You're putting a bit of stress on the cooling system, especially in summer here. So it's just, yeah, we just decided that it's going to be the end of its life, and to be honest, I would like something a bit more simpler, which is half the reason why I got the Patrol, to be honest. It's easier to fix, got heaps of room to work on stuff, unlike this, which, you know, you got to be a contortionist to do most stuff. So yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. I mean, like I said, now that I'm not going to get rid of it as a complete vehicle, I'm probably going to strip any good bits off it, and we will just, I guess, it's probably worth just as much in parts as what it is as a complete running unit. So that will probably be the way I go. Like I said, we've got front bar that I can get rid of. I'll probably end up keeping that roof rack and use on the GQ. Got a Kmart rear bar, long range, 100 litre long range tank. You know, there's a few good bits, so I can probably make some reasonable money back on it. Yeah, so if you're in Perth and you want the Discovery 3 bits, hit me up. I might have something for you, especially if you need little bits and pieces that the wreckers don't seem to want to deal with. So if you've become a subscriber to Shane Shed because of the Disco 3 content, well, I'm kind of sorry to say that that's going to be, well, this is probably really the last time I got it on my channel. You know, it's sad to see this go, to be honest. I mean, I do have a bit of a love-hate relationship with it. I mean, when it's running right, it's great, it's comfortable, reasonable fuel economy, got plenty of grunt. Yeah, but especially in recent years, it just seems to be one repair job after another. You're actually this whole life you kind of do something by fix something, might get a couple of months, and then runs well, and then something else breaks. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm not going to miss working on it. Let's put it that way. But in generally, it hasn't left me stranded anywhere. We've come close, probably a couple of times. It had went on a tilt tray once tilt tray once, truck once. Tilt tray when it crapped the rear wheel bearing out, and truck when it shut the auto transmission. So, but that was didn't leave us stranded. Neither of those events laid us stranded. We got back to base or home, whatever. So we've been lucky in that respect. Yeah, I don't know what more I can say. Yeah, thanks very much, people, for joining and subscribing to the channel for the Land Rover content. Please stick around. Continue to be subscribers. I'll continue to do whatever I do here, whatever I get my hands on. If you've got any comments that you want to share that you've gained from my channel over the years, please leave them below, especially if it's in relation to the disco. I would greatly appreciate it. And it'd be nice to know how you guys are getting on with your discos as well. So, yeah, I think I'll leave it here, guys. So, thanks very much. And the disco says goodbye. Bye.